Talk about like kind of the offense today. Like what kind of plays were you seeing, and like what impressed you the most out of practice today?
For sure. Yeah, we had a lot of explosive plays. We worked on 2-minute and 4-minute today, and just what impressed me the most is just the consistency we had and the urgency we had on the field.
Isaiah, what led you to A&M? What made you want to come here?
Well, you know, I believe in Coach Elko's the culture he's building here. You know, I believe in Marcel Reed. He's a guy from my hometown. We grew up together. Yeah, I believe in him with all my heart, and I just believe in his program, and I just believe in his culture.
Yeah, how long have you known Marcel? Where did that relationship start, and kind of what does that relationship look like between you before you got here?
Absolutely. So me and Marcel, we met around like middle school going into high school. We played 7-on-7 together, so we traveled all over the country, and we just played he was my 7-on-7 quarterback, and we just meshed, and it was just like real recognized real. Like first time we met, and it was just like we were just friends off the bat.
From that 7-on-7 experience to now, what have you seen development growth-wise from Marcel as a QB?
He's always been that guy. Skill-wise, I'll just say maturity. Like anybody else, like a kid just growing up, you know, just maturing. And he's done a great job.
You mentioned the relationship with Marcel. How much did the relationship maybe with Coach Wiggins and even Wilkin mean for your recruitment? Just you ended up coming here too.
For sure. It meant a lot. I was getting recruited by Holman Wiggins, Coach Wiggins, out of high school, so that relationship piece was already there. Like I just mentioned, the relationship piece with Marcel was already there, so it was a no-brainer for me.
Kind of like what have you learned from like this wide receiver room with Mario and then, you know, Madden and all these other wide receivers? Like what have you took from them to help improve your game?
What I've just taken from those guys, they're hard workers. They're very determined. They love the game of football, and just it's no plays off.
You've seen a lot of big plays from the freshmen so far. How deep do you think this room could be, and what's kind of stood out to you about the freshmen?
Man, this room's very deep, man. What stood out to me about the freshmen is they came in, they listen, they're eager to learn, they're hungry. You know, in this day and time with NIL, they could come in lackadaisical. Nah, those boys are in the film room. They're asking me questions as a vet, and I'm proud of them, and they're gonna definitely make an impact for this team this year.
What are the biggest things you're working on individually to try and elevate your game going into this next season, this offseason?
Just being dominant every play, not just on and off, just every single time I'm on the field, I'm dominant. Like every time y'all see me, just know if I get the ball or if I don't get the ball, that guy, he's a beast.
What do you feel like you bring to this A&M offense, and then what do you feel like your role is going to be in this A&M offense?
For sure, I feel like I bring leadership, I bring experience on the field, I bring explosiveness, a big body X receiver who can go down the field, make those one-on-one catches, and just whatever the team needs me to do, that's what I'm here for.
How would you describe your leadership kind of style or way you lead?
I lead by example. You know, I really don't do too much talking, and the guys know if I do talk, they listen to me because I don't talk a lot. So I lead by example, and I let them see how I act.
I was going to talk about how this offseason they really needed that X receiver, that big-bodied guy. That was kind of what they were missing last year. How much of that was a talking point, and how much do you think you're going to be able to kind of really bring to, you know, as far as 50-50 balls, that kind of stuff?
I'm gonna bring it. So whenever it is a 50-50 ball, it's more like a 100% ball, in my opinion. So yeah, whatever they, that's what it is.
To that point, what can we expect from a Holman Wiggins offense? Obviously, first, your play caller, what have you seen? What have you liked so far?
Yeah, you can just expect a fast, explosive offense, and we're gonna be very dominant.
What have been some of the things that you've really developed on prior to your time coming to A&M that you feel like has made improvements in your game leading up to this point in your career?
Yes, sir. I'll just say my consistency. I work on my craft every day, and it's the little things, the details that really matter. Anybody can catch a ball. We can all run, jump. It's the details that's going to separate you.
What's maybe your favorite memory of 7-on-7 with Marcel? Any early memory that kind of sticks out to you about maybe a throw he made or a game he had or anything like that?
Favorite memory, I'll just say it's always fun on the field, but we had a tournament in South Florida, and pretty much it was after the game. It's really just those time in the hotels, like we just chilled, the fellowship, we talking, the camaraderie, just laughs. Like that's the fun times.
What's something we need to ask Wilkin about, since you have a relationship with him?
What do you need to ask about Will? Why he's always smiling? Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.